So this is the Unite the Kingdom rally. The people are going to march from not far away down here towards Whitehall and end up at this stage. They're handing out Union Jacks, which have become a controversial, almost revolutionary symbol here in Britain in recent weeks. And up on this stage will be a load of speeches from various people who have a mixture of messages that they believe will resonate with the crowd that is already starting to gather here. People will be coming in their thousands. The rain for now has let up and it's looking like it will be a sunny day. So we're going to stick around, see what's going on, both in the crowd there, backstage, and see who's turning up, why they're turning up, try to understand this phenomenon a bit better, understand whether these people are really far right, whether they're extremists, or whether they are, as many of them have told me today, just patriotic British people who feel there are things going wrong in their country, and one man seems to be listening to their concerns, and the man that they all tell me about is Tommy Robinson, controversial figure who many say represents their beliefs, their feelings about what's going on in this country. Eunice, good to see you here. Tell me a bit about why you're here today.
So I'm Iranian. I'm a British citizen, but I'm Iranian. I was born in Iran, and I think I have quite a unique perspective on the matter because I see this country really going downhill with the level of anti-Semitism, with the rise of Islamism, with the whole woke mind virus. And unfortunately, the kids that are born here, they don't really know the value of democracy. They don't know the value of free speech. And what they are doing now is that they are letting the propaganda that's coming from the Islamists and from the woke crowd to take over and infiltrate and sort of indoctrinate them. And I think as someone that has lived experience being born in Iran and also someone that studied politics, I have a duty to voice my opinion based on facts. And I think I have a powerful voice because of the background I came from.
So do you think the people here are racists, far right?
No, not at all. I mean, they've treated me with respect. Tommy has always treated me with respect. As you can see, I have a media pass. I'm here. There's many different types of people from all over the world. It's not so much about racism. It's more about having a common culture and a set of ideas. It's not so much to do with race, but it's to do with ideas. And you know, what I see uniting the kingdom is mostly like it's the equivalent of a Trump rally. In America, that's what we have, uniting the kingdom rally. Yeah.
So do you think that Tommy is misunderstood, misrepresented in the media and the mainstream?
Yeah, well, he is, but I don't think he does himself many favors. I think a lot of the people think the same way that he does, but then sometimes some of the inflammatory words he uses, maybe he's kind of like puts himself in a difficult situation when he doesn't need to. Like Jordan Peterson probably says the same things that Tommy says, and many other people. It's me, but but also I think he's a scapegoat by the media. He's the person people point their fingers at and say, oh, he's the far-right extremist. And, so he's the scapegoat. But it takes people like us, like you're Jewish, I'm Iranian. It takes people like us to stand behind him to show that he's not racist and to support the movement and hopefully make an impact and a change.
And in fact, do you think that in treating him that way, maybe they're just increasing his support?
Exactly. When you try to use the legal system, it happened with Trump, for example. It only made Trump more powerful. So the more you try to persecute someone that's innocent, the more powerful you make them.
Well, thanks very much for talking to me today,
Cheers,
and we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
Exactly, man. Cheers.
Take care. So I'm here with the apostate prophet, and it's an interesting thing to see you here. Tell me why you came here today.
So I'm here because I came to the UK a while ago. In fact, I was here last month, and when I was here last month, I was actually very moved and very excited by the spirit that is forming here, by the resistance, by, there is a sense of awakening going on here. There has been a lot of influence by Islamists, a lot of, double standards at play. And the people of Britain have dealt with it and just, let it happen for quite a while. But right now, I think we can all see it and we can all feel it. There is a little bit of a push going on, a rising up, a waking up going on. And I want to be part of that. I feel very strongly about it. I feel very happy to see it. And I would like to participate in it. That's why I'm here.
So you call it a resistance. That's quite an important reclaiming of that word, I would say, because we don't normally hear that word applied in this context. What is it that you think it's a resistance against?
I think it's a resistance against the thoughtless, reckless allowing of certain ideologies and certain demographics to be imposed upon people, and for the people not to be allowed to say something about it, not to be allowed to have an opinion about it. When people go out here and say things that are quite normal to say in America, for example, I am proud of my nation, I want my nation to be as it is, I don't want my nation to be overrun by certain people who want to destroy this nation, who want to take it over, and so on, you get in trouble with the police, you get in trouble with the politics. The politicians are very comfortable in their fancy neighborhoods here, whereas in certain other places, certain other neighborhoods in London, things have become unbearable, you could say. I went to Tower Hamlets last time I visited here, and it was a little bit insane to witness how much an English place, a British place, has changed into something that looks unrecognizable. When people say something about this, they are called racists and bigots and Islamophobes and whatever it is. And I feel like there is a push, and also a lot of criminal activities, the grooming gangs, the attacks, the terrorist attacks that have happened over the decades. And when people speak about this, they are being silenced. The police themselves were silenced or censored themselves or abstained from prosecuting these crimes because they were afraid of being called racist and afraid of being called bigots and Islamophobes. There is a big change going on. People are rising up and speaking up against this. And since this is a form of oppression from top, this here is the resistance. This is a good resistance, and I love it.
Do you think, though, that maybe there are some people in this crowd who are racists, who are extremists?
Of course, there are people in any crowd that are in some way extreme, that might be in some way racist, that might have in some way, ideas that might not be very, very nice, not very good, that I might not agree with. However, that doesn't really matter. We see the message of the collective here, which is to stop the double standards, stop the two-tier policing, stop the silencing of people's speech. We see a fight for free speech, we see a fight for freedom, and this will be joined by some people that disagree with us on one side and the other side of the political spectrum, but the general message is a very, very good one, and I stand with that.
And, I mean, is this a racist extremist flag that we're seeing here?
It's extremely racist. I feel very offended right now. I want to go away right now as we speak.
Well, listen, thanks for talking with me. Let's stick around and see how things unfold. It's good to see you here.
Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Courtney, amazing dress. Tell us the story and tell us how come you're here and how it was.
Thank you. So I wore this dress on my culture day. It represents the Union Jack flag and then Jerry Halliwell from the Spice Girls. I went to school wearing this and I was told by my teachers to change, and that because it's culture day, it's for other cultures and not for British cultures, so I weren't allowed to wear it and I was sent home.
Now, the whole nation saw about it in the newspapers and on telly. How did it make you feel, the reaction that people had to them telling you couldn't wear the Union Jack?
It was very big because at first, we just posted it on Facebook so the friends or family could see it, and we did not expect it or mean it to go so big or anything. So it was definitely crazy, and we got a lot of support from it, but we did get a little bit of hate, but we definitely got more support than hate.
Absolutely. Well, I think there's a lot of people here who agreed with you, and I'm really pleased that you wanted to celebrate British culture. What is it about being British that you like?
I like our traditions, our values. So obviously we queue.
And our weather.
Yeah, not the best. Definitely would rather be in Spain or something.
Yeah.
All right, I think
the interview's over, Courtney, but thank you. Let's go.
Brothers and sisters, may the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be with you and remain with you always.